Angelina Jolie weighs in on overwhelming tragedy of Alec Baldwin shooting accident. The American actress has plenty of experience handling and firing guns on film sets. She warns that everyone must be very careful while working with guns on film. Angelina Jolie has discussed Alec Baldwin's gun accident that killed a cinematographer. Image, Columbia Pictures by Seamus Duff 14:18, 4th of November 2021. Updated 14:25, November 4, 2021. Comments. Dame Angelina Jolie has shared her thoughts on the fatal shooting of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins on the set of Alec Baldwin's film, Rust. The 46-year-old mum of 6 has decades of experience working with guns on film sets and has been left shaken by the news that 63-year-old Alec accidentally shot dead 42-year-old mum of 1 Halyna, and injured director Joel Souza, 48. The incident occurred last month, with reports suggesting Alec was handed a gun he was told was cold, film lingo for safe and not loaded with a live round, before he pulled the trigger, sending a bullet through Halyna's chest and into Joel, who was stood behind her. Angelina, whose films include the action flicks Tomb Raider, Salt and Wanted, says she has always been careful when handling guns on the set of her own films. Speaking to The Times, she said, "I can't imagine what these families are going through. At this moment, the grief and the tragedy of that accident is quite overwhelming. I've always been very careful because I've had to work with guns a lot. The way I've worked or checked when I'm directing, there are certain procedures. You have to take it very seriously." The star previously said she would even be able to handle a real, live gun if the need arose, explaining in 2008 that she and then-partner Brad Pitt kept a gun in their house. She said, "Brad and I are not against having a gun in the house, and we do have one. And yes, I'd be able to use it if I had to. If anybody comes into my home and tries to hurt my kids, I have no problem shooting them." Dame Angelina's comments about the need to take gun safety on the set of film very seriously follows reports crew walked off the set of Rust ahead of the fatal accident over health and safety concerns. Reports have suggested other guns went off unexpectedly in rehearsals earlier in the production, with crew quitting only to find they'd been replaced by locals the day before the fatal accident took place. Matthew Hutchins, the grieving husband of Rust victim Halyna, is reportedly preparing to file a wrongful death lawsuit to avenge his wife's death. TMZ reports Matthew, who has been left to raise his 6-year-old son alone, has hired lawyers from LA law firm Panish, Shea, Boyle, Ravipudi. The outlet reports, the lawsuit will be filed on behalf of Halyna's spouse and their child, and there will be multiple defendants. While no charges have been announced by the Santa Fe County District Attorney and Sheriff's Department, they continue to investigate Halyna's death and say all options are still on the table. Meanwhile, lawyers acting on behalf of the film's armorer, 24-year-old Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, have alleged sabotage could have taken place on the set. Her lawyers said it was possible a disgruntled crew member may have planted the live bullet on set as an act of revenge. "I believe that somebody who would do that, would want to sabotage the set, would want to prove a point, want to say they're disgruntled, they're unhappy," Jason Bowles said. "And we know that people had already walked off the set the day before, and the reason they are unhappy is they're working 12 to 14-hour days, they are not given hotel rooms in and around the area, so they had to drive back and forth an hour to Albuquerque, and they're unhappy." Follow Mirror Facebook Twitter comment.